Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Carrie Ann Viennes, and I am the Assistant Director of Graduate Admissions here at Bay Path University. And joining me today is Dr. Julie Watson. She is the Program Director for the Master of Public Health program. Let's see, so Bay Path at a glance, for those of you just learning about us, we were established in 1897, and we are a private, not-for-profit institution with campuses in Longmeadow, East Longmeadow, and online, which this particular program is completely online. We have a student body of over 3,300 students and more than 17,000 alumni worldwide. And the university is accredited by the New England Commission of Higher Education. So we know you have a lot of options when it comes to graduate school, so why choose Bay Path? Well, to begin with, we are flexible and accessible with our online and asynchronous courses with a very intuitive, user-friendly online learning platform, Canvas. We have very supportive faculty and staff with an engaging and diverse community, and an innovative approach to learning, again, with Canvas and collaborative learning styles, and immediately applicable knowledge in the field that you're studying. And at this time, I'll go ahead and hand it over to Dr. Watson to explain the program.
Thank you so much, Carrie Ann. I'm happy to be here. Our program was designed for working professionals. It's a 42 credit, 14 course program. We offer 3 career-focused concentrations. We have start dates in the fall and in the spring. It's usually early fall and early spring. And our program is 100% online. And it is asynchronous, which means that you don't have to be at a certain time and place to be a part of the program, though we do offer synchronous opportunities. And you can complete the program in as few as 7 semesters. That is our typical time frame, although we do have an accelerated option for students who are interested in completing the program in 4 semesters. Here you'll see our specialty tracks listed, so health informatics, organizational excellence in healthcare, and productive aging. One of the really unique things about our curriculum is that each of these 3 tracks actually align with a certificate, a graduate certificate in that specific track area. So when you choose health informatics, you would graduate with your MPH and a graduate certificate in health informatics. Same with organizational excellence in healthcare and productive aging. Next, I'll talk a little bit about the practicum and capstone. The MPH practicum is a 160-hour on-site requirement with a public health organization. We work closely with students to identify practicum sites that align with their career interests to ensure a meaningful and relevant practicum experience. We've designed a special approach where there is a practicum and capstone orientation that actually begins a year ahead of when students complete the practicum. It helps students do things like develop their resume and interview skills, also locating potential sites, contacts, working out capstone project ideas. We really take an individualized approach here in that orientation, and it allows us to tailor our support to each student's unique needs and aspirations. So throughout the process, students receive dedicated support from our practicum coordinator, who provides continuous guidance and assistance. This comprehensive and personalized approach ensures that students are well prepared and placed in practicum sites and have capstone projects that best fit their personal goals. We've included some recent salary information for a number of public health careers so that you could have an idea of what are some of the job titles and median pay associated with a job in public health. So you can see there's a variation in the median pay, and that does vary based on, geographics and sector, whether that be, a nonprofit organization or a government organization. All of these positions are considered high growth areas, so growing faster than normal. And so public health is just a great field with lots of different opportunities for career growth. Next, I'm going to turn the presentation back over to Carrie Ann, and I'll stick around to answer questions at the end.
Thank you, Dr. Watson. So online learning with Bay Path. So as I referenced earlier in the presentation, we utilize Canvas, one of the most intuitive online learning platforms out there. We also offer a free course to orient new students to Canvas called EXT99. It's really a guided tutorial that you can go through at your leisure so that you are well aware of how to utilize Canvas before courses begin. So if you're like me, who had a very traditional undergraduate experience, maybe never have taken a single online course ever, it can be intimidating. So but it really is. It's very, very, very easy to use. And that it does show up on your transcript, but it is not graded, I assure you. It is just a tutorial. Or for folks who are well aware of how to use Canvas, we will go ahead and waive that for you. We don't make you take it, but you're welcome to take it if you just want to freshen up, regardless of where you stand with online courses. It's accessible from a desktop, tablet, or mobile app, or all three if you'd like to use all three. Telecommunication and video capabilities, along with a dedicated online support team that we have here at Bay Path. If you have any trouble accessing anything or just needing IT's help, they're always happy to assist you. Student financial services. So this red house that you see here on the presentation, they do have an in-person presence at our brick and mortar campus in Longmeadow. However, they are ready to meet with you however you'd like. So via phone, email, or in person. They also graciously host FAFSA Fridays. So this is just a free event where you get live help with filing the financial aid application. And we do offer Stafford loans that you borrow and pay back up to $20,500 per year, which is enough to cover the MPH program. In the bottom right-hand corner of the screen is their phone number and email, but they do have a web page right on the Bay Path website with, I believe, a chat feature and also a calendar where you can make an appointment with them at a date and time that works best for you. Admissions requirements. So if you like everything you heard up to this point, we are rolling admissions. So we are always accepting applications for either the fall or the spring start. And the admissions requirements for the MPH program is a bachelor's degree from an accredited college or university, preferred a 3.0 GPA on a 4.0 scale with, and then of course the free online application. So we do not charge to apply to Bay Path. So you are welcome to fill out the standalone application for free on our website. And then once that's submitted, that creates an e-file for you to put everything else that you see below in there. And once I will work with you to complete your application. And once your application is complete, it is then submitted to Dr. Watson for review. So that includes all official college or university transcripts. So not just your bachelor's degree. If you received associate's degree from a different institution, we just like to see all college level transcripts, a current resume, 2 professional or academic letters of recommendation, and we do have a form that we like to utilize, which is provided online, and a 250-word essay on why the MPH is important to my personal professional goals. All of this can be sent to graduate@baypath.edu. But if you have any further questions on the application, how to complete it, where to send certain things, and how to request certain materials, I'm happy to help. My contact information is right here on the screen. I'm again always happy to meet with folks via Zoom, on the phone, or happy to answer your questions via email. And this is also Dr. Watson's contact information here. And that concludes our presentation. Thank you so much for attending. I will go ahead and open it up to questions. Please feel free to type your questions into the empty questions box in the bottom right corner of your screen, and Dr. Watson and I would be happy to answer those for you. I will go ahead and pause and give everyone a moment to type them in. Okay, I'm already having a few come through, so let's see. The first question, Dr. Watson, is how long does it take to complete the program, and are there any breaks between course sessions?
Our MPH program is designed to be completed in 7 semesters, which is 2 years and 1 term. So about 2 years and 3.5 to 4 months. Although, as I mentioned earlier, we do have an accelerated option for people who would like to complete it faster. It's 1 year and about 3 to 4 months. Between each semester, there is typically a break of 1 to 2 weeks, providing students with a brief period to rest and recharge. Over the course of the year, this equates to a total of approximately 4 weeks off, ensuring that students have adequate downtime while maintaining a immersive educational experience.
Great, thank you. The second question I'm seeing come through has to do with how interactive is the program, and are there opportunities for collaboration with peers and faculty members, given that it's an online program?
That's a great question. Our MPH program is designed to be highly interactive. We engage students through various forms of participation. Our curriculum includes discussion forums, video discussions, interactive simulations. Students have frequent opportunities to collaborate with peers and faculty to ensure a dynamic and immersive experience that really does mirror the interactivity of a traditional in-person program. And there's lots of opportunities for collaboration. As I just mentioned, there's peer reviews, the interactive discussion forums. We do hold synchronous sessions that are not required. So there's opportunities to attend live virtual sessions. But I really think that it's important to maintain maximum flexibility since really all of our students are working. Additionally, faculty members are highly accessible and actively engage with students, both in the courses, during office hours, and one-on-one mentoring. So our collaborative approach really ensures a supportive and enriching educational experience.
Thank you. Let's see. And the last question I'm seeing come through is, what might a typical week look like for the coursework?
Sure. A typical week, it varies definitely. From class to class, students take one class at a time, which allows them with the 7-term, plan of study, but one class at a time so they can really focus on that class. So they can expect a mix of readings, pre-recorded lectures, interactive assignments. You might have ongoing discussions throughout the week, whether written or video, and writing assignments, interactive modules that you can complete at your own pace. The discussion forums are really a key part of the curriculum because that ongoing communication and collaboration really allows for a deeper understanding of the material and for students to get to know each other. I mentioned video discussions, and that's a great alternative to all written discussions, because you can actually record your response on video and then respond to other students on video. So although you're not coming together synchronously at a specific time and place, you can still see each other and carry out a conversation, you know, in a virtual asynchronous way, which is a interesting and right, like real modern way to connect. On average, students should plan to dedicate, you know, about 10 to 15 hours a week to coursework, and balancing, you know, the readings and discussions, you know, with the other things they have going on in their lives. But I think it's important to note that our program was designed for working professionals, and that flexibility is very important to me and the faculty, so that if a student has something come up right in their work or their personal life, we are more than willing to be flexible and work with students to help accommodate, right, like what's going on with them. Just a few weeks ago, I had a student reach out. She was a little bit unsure about taking the next class because she had a big work project coming up, and right, just wasn't sure about the time commitment for both. And so we made sure that she had access to the syllabus, and she talked to the instructor early, right? And we worked out a plan so that she could continue on with her degree while, right, managing her big work project. And I use that as one example that happened recently where, right, we want to work with students to help support them while they're working and getting through the program. So, you know, for that not to be a barrier for people.
Thank you, Dr. Watson. These are all the questions that I'm seeing for now. However, they were great. I know this is a lot of information. This session is being recorded for you to refer back to and send to a colleague if you wish. Dr. Watson, were you going to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to share one last thing before we wrap up, if that's okay.
Sure, of course. I'm sorry.
No apology needed. I wanted to say, you know, there's a lot of choices out there, and what really sets our program apart from others are some, right, like unique features that enhance both academic and professional development. One really distinct aspect is our track options, right? We talked about those before: health informatics management, organizational excellence in healthcare, and productive aging. Each of those tracks allows students to earn a graduate certificate in that specific area in addition to their MPH degree. And I know I said that earlier, but I just want to highlight it again, because there's a significant career advantage, right, entering the public health field when you have, you know, this graduate certificate in a specific career-focused area, in addition to that MPH degree. So those tracks really equip students with specialized knowledge and skills that are directly applicable to their professional aspirations. Additionally, our program has very small class sizes, which fosters a more personalized and engaging learning environment. So, right, we are able to offer an individualized approach that is supported by robust advising, student support services. We want to make sure, as I illustrated in my example earlier, that each student receives guidance, resources, the flexibility that they need to succeed. And these unique features of our program collectively create a comprehensive and supportive educational experience that distinguishes our program from others.
Thank you so much, Dr. Watson. And as I said, this session is being recorded, so please feel free to refer back to it if you have any other questions. But Dr. Watson and I remain available. So thank you very much, and everyone have a great rest of your evening.
Thank you. Bye.